Hi, this is Diana Saunders of XGenSoft. Today we're going to look at the truck loading screen. Before you use the screen, the first thing you will want to do is come into the setup list, and the truck delivery list is right at the bottom, and you would list all your trucks there, so it will pop up on the truck delivery screen for you when you start to use it. The second thing is that when you're getting ready to organize your truck loading, I would go into the Data Hub screen and pull up all the orders for the given date that you're organizing, and I would batch print the packing slips so you've got all the packing slips ready to go. It's not that important when you only have 2 or 3 orders going out any given time, or a small number, but when you're busy and you have a very large number of orders going out, you'll appreciate having those packing slips in hand. When you're ready to create your truck delivery slips, reports or sheets, whatever you want to call them, I would go and open my reports menu. And I would work from there, and you'll see why in a minute. It just makes things much easier. So before I get to my truck loading, I'm going to pull up my truck loading report. I could copy it into my report favorites, so it's always at my fingertips. Choose it, and now I'm ready to go and create my truckloads. I come up, I don't have to close my reports. I'm going to leave them open. Come up to my rental manager icon or tab in the horizontal toolbar, and this is so handy because anything that's on this toolbar I can reach from any screen in the program. You do not have to close and go back in and out. Click on Inventory Functions. If you want a double check, you can look at your calendar and check it off against your packing slips so you know you've got everything that you need. Then you just click on your planned delivery truck loading. This is what the screen looks like. We've tried to make it as simple as possible. However, that said, before you get really busy, play with this screen. Play with it for days where you don't have too many orders going out, so that when you have a lot, you'll be able to use it quite easily and quickly. So the first thing is to select the orders into truckloads, and to do that, you choose a date, then select all the orders going out or coming back on that truckload. I'm going to truckload date, click on it, grab the date, all the orders going out for that day. And by the way, this date is the taken date of the order. So these are the orders going out for Friday, March the 6th. And if you just look over here to the order number, you will see that they are not organized in sequential order because the program has taken the postal or zip codes and sorted them according to ascending order. So it starts with the lowest and goes to the highest, and that means that you can group them and easily and quickly see how to organize them in groups for your trucks. Now I'm going to send my first truckload out at 8 o'clock in the morning. You might be sending yours at 6. I don't know what time you start. But this one will go out at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's the time it's to leave the yard. So I am going to have a look here, and I can see that the first 3 orders here could be grouped together, and then I'm going to leave the last one to go on a different truck. So I'm going to click on them, Now, before you start to put them on a truck, you want to know the sequence that they're going in. So you could decide whether you're going to drop them off from closest to farthest or from farthest to closest. And I would just take a second to write that sequence number down on the top of the packing slip. So when you get to the next screen, it's really easy. Now, the minute I have clicked on those, the software puts in the second button assigned to a truck. So I'm going to click on it. Now, choose a truck. I'm going to put this on truck A. That's the list I created from the main screen. Now I'm going to create my truckload, and this is what it's going to do. For each of those order numbers, it's going to ask me the sequence I want to put it in. So this is the one for me that I'm going to drop off last. So I am going to put it in as number 1. No, I'm going to change this. I'm going to put this one in as number 3 and drop it off first. Just so you can see. And then it asks, is it all going on the same truck? If you say yes, that's the end. It puts it on the truck or on your planning sheet at any rate. Now this order, the one that ended in 92, was going in second for me. Yes, it's all going on the same truck. And for 99, I'm going to drop off last, so it's going on first. And you'll see on the report that it puts them in that sequence order on the report. So now I'm going to put all of that order on the same truck as well. And by now you're probably saying, what happens if you say no? And I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, I've created my truckload. Now I want that report. I want to see what it looks like before I go on to the next one. So I'm just going to pull my planner screen down. This is the beauty of these screens as you access them from the horizontal toolbar. And I'm going to print this report. I'm going to have a look at it. So that was March the 6th. No, I don't want the 16th. How did I get the 16th? 6th. There, better. Okay. Viewfinder, report. Just to make it a little bigger for you. No, there. There's my 3 orders, and this is the one that is going to be delivered last, so it is going on the first sequence here, the middle sequence, the third sequence. Now we are just in, it'll be in the program within the next day. We've reorganized these reports so that each order has a separate line. This will be separated. There'll be a line there to show you that it's a totally different order. And the kit masters will have kit master. The kit parts will be separated, and anything that isn't part of a kit will have a different marker in front of it. So your people packing will be able to see quite easily how all of this goes together. And there's your delivery, your truckload. The 3 orders, the sequence that they're going in, and so that as they get out to their farthest customer, that person was loaded last and it will come off first. Middle, come off second, first, come off last. I can print it from here, or I can print it from here. Now I'm going to go back to my truck loading screen, And I'm going to take that last order and I'm going to make another truckload planner from it. So I'm going to change my time here, and I'm going to send this one out at 7 o'clock. So somebody has to be up very early. And I'm going to assign it to a truck. I'm going to create my truckload. Oh, I have to choose my truck. Now, when I do this, there's only the one order, so it's one sequence. But when it says, is it all going on the same truck, I'm going to say no. And now what you get is choose the items going on this truckload. So if I'm going to send all of these items on the one truck, and then I'm going to send the rest on a different truck. Okay, so I've created a truckload. That's number 2. Now I want to go back. I still have that order, but I have part of it that I haven't put on a truck yet. I'm going to assign it to a truck. I'm going to assign it to truck 3. Maybe I'm going to assign it to truck 1 when it comes back in at 10 o'clock. This will all be, maybe you've got something coming back from another order that you can't send out till later. And so it's going to go on a separate truck. And it's going to go on the first truck that it's coming back in on. So now I'm going to create that truckload going out. Will it be all going on that truck? No. Choose the items going on that truck. So now I'm going to choose the rest of my order. Oops. There. Close my door. I've created a truckload. Now I have 3 truckloads that I've created from those orders. If for some reason I need to totally, I've created my loads and then I look at one of my planning sheets and go, ooh, that's not going to work. I can come back in here, subtract truckload items. I can highlight the date. My truckloads come up. If I want to subtract items from a load or delete them, if I want to delete the whole load and start over again, I just click on it. The minute I click on it, I can either subtract items or I can delete the whole truckload and start over again. So there's a way to do everything that you need to do. I'm not going to do that right now because I want to show you these reports, and I'm going to do this. So there, that was my first sheet. And here's my second. That was the first part of the order. It's going out on truck 2 at 7 in the morning. And then this should be the second part of the order going out on truck 3, and we left it at 7, but it could be any time. And those were the other things that we were putting on the order. So as you can see, it's a really easy process for you to use, but you will need some practice, especially when you get into the heavier workload times with the big orders and lots of them. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, open up your, print off your packing slips from the Data Hub screen, open up your report screen, come into the Rental Manager tab at the top, Inventory Functions, Truck Loading screen, and you're ready to go. I think I've just got it down at the bottom so it didn't show up for me, but it's here. I'm going to close this door. We're back on our main screen, and that's the end of this video. Thank you.